Welcome back to 4th and 1. I'm your host, Sonny C. On this edition of 4th and 1. We're going to talk about the Washington football team and their race for the division title, the crown jewel at this particular moment. Basically, they got to get the division or they won't make the playoffs unless someone completely fall flat on their face. Who would have thought, though, that this team will be in this position this late in the season, going into the season, with all the COVID and everything else that everybody else was dealing with? Who would have thunk it? But I was telling you back in early September, October, that I like this football team. I like what Ron Rivera is doing. I like the culture that is being built. I like the players on this football team. This team is very likable. I like Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, Morgan Moses, Logan Thomas, Antonio Gibson. I love Antonio Gandy Golden. I understand he's hurt, but I think he has a bright future. I think Cam Sims has a bright future. I love the fact that they are Cameron Curl is getting the opportunity. He's shown that he is solid. He made some vital tackles in that Dallas game. He's not scared, as they say. Troy Apke, although it's been a challenge for him fundamentally when he has gotten his opportunities. We all know the story. Bad angles, bad fundamentals, but he's learning. He has 4.3 speed. I watched him in Penn State. He's learning. He's coming along. And with the addition of him and Cameron Curl back there, and I believe, what's the other gentleman that Ron likes so much? I had his name here, but let me get it real quick. Jeremy Reeves. I like what he's doing. So we see this team coming together at the right time. A lot has been made. And I was telling this team last year under old man Callahan that the team plays hard. The team plays hard. You don't have to worry about Chase Young. Chase Young plays hard. Look at Montez Sweat. I mean, arguably a Pro Bowler. Jonathan Allen, solid. Daron Payne, a monster. Settle comes in and contributes and brings energy. The back end, Darby, Fuller, professionals. Like I said, I mentioned Cameron Curl and Troy Apke. They're coming together. When Everett get back, if he's able to return this Monday, they're going up against Pittsburgh. I'm not scared of Pittsburgh. Why are we scared of? Nobody's scared of Pittsburgh. We recognize they're a solid team. I heard that soliloquy that the coach Tomlin did at the end of the game in his press conference, and that's what he's supposed to do. He wasn't satisfied, and you watch that game, and Pittsburgh, pretty much got exposed. Now, Tomlin said they just wasn't playing well. Baltimore came out there and was playing with everything they've been through. They didn't have Lamar Jackson. Robert Griffin III gave it the best effort that he can give. A touchdown pass was dropped there at the second in the first half. That could have changed the game around. But I thought the Ravens kind of made a mistake on their opening drive in the second half and kind of went down there and salted off some clock a little bit. That took it down to 9 minutes. And then the play calling got conservative. They punt the ball away, and I thought that was a vital opportunity to get some type of points out of there. You got a Pro Bowl kicker, but I'm not the coach. John Harbaugh is a Super Bowl winning coach. I'm not going to question him. In my opinion, I thought it was just a vital time where, you put some points on the board there, puts a lot more pressure on Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh did enough to win the game, to get the game. That touchdown with Juju Smith-Schuster in the fourth quarter, and then they was able to salt the clock away, obviously. So we face that beast in Pittsburgh next Monday, 5 o'clock afternoon game. Pittsburgh's going to have 5 days rest, and they're going to be motivated because their coach obviously put the seed in their head this week. That don't get too happy. We take the win. Don't get too happy. You didn't play well. You basically play like a junior varsity football team. and and Tomlinson doesn't hold back, and that's what you love about him. He's a great coach, and that culture is solid. So they're gonna national televised game this Tuesday for our burgundy and gold and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, you know, Pittsburgh has never scared me since when they had the steel curtain. I call them a satin curtain, but I'm not here for jokes anymore. We play them. They're on the schedule. Next team up. We'll go there. We're not scared. We're going to bring a professional effort. Buckle up. We're a physical football team. We understand T.J. Watt is a Pro Bowler, elite pass rusher. That concerns me. Being though the Morgan Moses is on the left side now, if he's able to get back on the right side, it doesn't take away from T.J. Watt's ability. He's just that elite. He can probably go to the other side. So we just got to scheme and scheme up something to neutralize him somewhat or to slow him down. But I think it's going to be an interesting contest. Again, going back to Ron Rivera, Coach Rivera, I like what the football team. I like the makeup of this football team now. They're playing better. Now, given the competition that we played, we're going up against a monster, like I said. But everybody's beatable in the NFL. You know, everybody gets paid. And those big games, those national televised games, this is just not your run-of-the-mill 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon game playing somebody like, with no offense, Cincinnati or something like that, even when they had Joe Burrow. But eyeballs are going to be on this game because of what obviously Pittsburgh trying to maintain the undefeated, and Washington fighting to win the division. So it's an important game all the way around. So roll the ball out, roll the equipment out, roll the helmets out, and let's get on the gridiron and lace them up and strap them up, and we're going to come to play. So I'm intrigued by the game. Obviously, Pittsburgh has so far swept the NFC East or least, which I think is trendy. But hey, we haven't played yet. They could blow us out. We can win. But I like the matchup. I think we match up well with them. We'll see. I think the team now is different from what the team was earlier. Now I know some of the wins doesn't reflect that, but I think the team is solid when they are locked in and they come out and they don't beat themselves, like turning over the football team. Turning over the football like they did against the Giants, where they had like 5 turnovers. You can't win against a Pop Warner team if you give away the ball 5 times. So I like to still create some more turnovers if I'm Washington. I like to, we need some more turnovers to win. We need stuff. We need to do the extra things to win this football game. But look, the world saw us against the Cowboys, and they saw a professional effort. We still paying for the sins of our fathers, so to speak, with this organization since Joe Gibbs is gone, with the the laughing stock. Ron Rivera has brought a toughness. I think he's brought a mental toughness. I've also a professionalism. He's well liked around the league. I think people root for him. I'm rooting for him, regardless of the owner situation and that investigation going on. I'm just strictly focused on football. I like the president of the business operations. I like Jason Wright. I like what they're doing there. We've been down in the bottom for so long, as far as the butt of jokes and the total disrespect or the lack thereof. But we're trying to earn our respect on the football field again, and to see those colors out there. They changed the name or replaced the name, or they removed the name and they retired the logo. But our colors are still had that tradition in the NFL. It's very unique. We're a very unique town. We love our burgundy and gold, and we're gonna. And I know I am. I'm a diehard Washington football team fan, and I'm gonna support them every chance I get. I'm going to criticize them every chance I get when it's warranted. But I do like this football team. I do like this regime, and I do like where this team is headed. With that said, it's still going to be a tough game. We have a tough schedule. We have some monsters on the schedule, particularly, you got another game with the NFC East Eagles. The Eagles got a good defense. That's not going to be a duck walk at the end of the year. That can come down to us getting to the playoffs, depending on what the Giants are doing, or depending on what everybody else is, depending on what the Eagles are doing. Things can change in a heartbeat in the NFL, in a heartbeat. It's a week-to-week league, and I keep trying to tell people, do not play schedule games. Week to week, focus on your opponent. And I think Ron and Jack Del Rio and the guys on that team, I like what guys on that coaching staff are doing. You can see the coaching. You can see it. Alex Smith is the key. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about Alex Smith that I have a calmness when he's playing quarterback for us. I've had it. He was 6-3 with us, and he didn't even really play well under that 1 year with Jay Gruden before he got injured. But he was a professional. He was a veteran. I felt at ease. It was almost like I felt like when Theismann was playing quarterback. You know, I felt comfortable with him. I feel comfortable with Alex Smith. I said it before. I thought Alex Smith was at his most prolific, comfortable self in his career when offensive coordinator Norv Turner was at San Francisco and was in charge of that offense, and Alex was running that offense. Now he's with Scott Turner, obviously Coach Norv Turner's son. His first time being a full-time play caller in this league. I see things. I see Alex maybe incorporating a little bit of Andy Reid's type of style. You see that little Fumbarooski type of play, whatever they call it? I see little things. That they're collaborating with, and I like what he's doing. They got the weapons, folks. J.D. McKissic, once again, I love J.D. McKissic. I love Antonio Brown. I like Barber. And can you imagine we get Bryce Love back next year? Let him healed. If there's some swelling there, there's still some healing there, let him completely heal. I like the upside of what Bryce Love brings to the table next year, too. Another weapon, another cheap weapon that we will have on this football team. And when Gandy Golden get back on the field, 6'5", can run, that can be our possession receiver. Harmon, look, get on board now because we're developing. And like I said, this is not, Ron is a no-nonsense coach. I believe, Dwayne Haskins had unfortunately found that out about him, and whatever antics that he might have done to get him in the doghouse, he slowly right now has gotten out of the cellar and has made it to the living room, so to speak. So. But hey, it's passive aggression, man. You gotta crawl before you walk. Most of all, with Haskins, I hope he's digging it. Look at what he's doing. Look what Alex Smith is doing. You see these checkdowns are your friend. Some people are frustrated by them. I like keeping the chains moving. However you got to do. I know it's hard to maintain these 13 play drives and. Every time you got to go 13 to 14 play drives. I understand what people say if you had that guy at quarterback who's driving the ball downfield and explosive plays when you got Terry McLaurin and everybody else. Hey, look, man, Alex Smith's style is what Alex Smith's style is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess it's like what they say, fine wine. You just have to kind of have develop a palate for it. So, but I like it because it's a winning style. And like I said, I feel the calmness when Captain Alex Smith is in control. So with that said, but look, we have an outside chance. We put ourselves in position. Okay? It was tough at the beginning of the year. It was frustrating. Coach Ron with the mixed messaging. Coach talk. I took it all as coach talk. I know for the press, it's frustrating for them. And I know for talk radio, social media, blah, 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 blah. But get on board. We're developing something. And wouldn't you know, why not us? Why not us? we get that home game. We get the division. We get that home game. We don't know if fans, with this vaccine, this in the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine being developed, and we don't know. Maybe if everybody if the knuckleheads put on a mask or whatever. I hate to get political. I know people are political when you hear mask, but if the knuckleheads out there put their mask on and maybe maintain some self-control and just hunker down just a little bit more and hold on and get through this year, and the numbers are down, we might have some fans there. We might have some fans there at the FedEx Field. But that's a long way off. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But I have a feeling about this team, and usually when I have these type of feelings, why not us? Why not us? Can you imagine if we crash this party? Can you imagine the elephant in the room that we can be? Look, it's a long way off. We got work to do. Players got work to do. They got to get their heads and study their opponents. You got Pittsburgh coming up. You got the Steel Curtain coming up. We got to go to their place. I'm not intimidated about Pittsburgh. Why? We roll what we roll with. We roll what we roll with. We going up there to play football. That's all we doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop us. You know what I mean? We diverse. We got a diverse offense now. Our offense is catching up. You think I'm scared of the satin curtain? Sorry, I know I insult you, but that's just how it is. It's war week. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see you Monday. We'll talk about it. And I hope everyone is doing well. Everybody is, paying attention. And, next, I'm going to talk about some college football, too, because my Crimson Tide right now is first place, number one team in the country. Number one team. Okay. All right. Take care, guys.